Great, so I wanted to do another demo now of different translations, and I will also show afterwards, hopefully in Power BI. So I want to show you hello, how are you? How does this perform? You can see bonjour, comment vas-tu? In French, this is good. GPT-4 is good, okay. GPT-4o. I want to try Claude. If we're going to get the same, comment allez-vous? Pretty much the same. Comment allez-vous? Bonjour, comment allez-vous? So it's all pretty much the same, which is good. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Now we'll try our famous trick again with what is your name. I want to show you an interesting thing. So GPTs, I think, get it right. Now if we come to Opus, we see that it in fact trips up and says I'm Claude. Now we'll come to Haiku. So Haiku gets it right over here, but let me show you something very interesting. If I put a question mark over here, I change it, you see it changes, which is very interesting. You see Haiku now also decides to instead of translating, it actually decides to say I am Claude. If we try with the newest model, Sonnet, we can see that in fact it works well. We can also see with Deepl, which is an open AI translation application, but it is just focused on translation. It is not focused on answering questions or doing anything else. It works out correctly. All right. Now I want to try one more. I'll try actually two more. So hello, how are you? I want to see how this responds. You see Deepl corrects it, which is good. Now we want to test with Sonnet. It also corrects Allo, which is good. Now let's try with Haiku. Okay, these are all doing well. Now let's try GPT 3.5. Okay, it works out well. I will try another one. We'll try two more prompts. Where is Paris? Où se trouve Paris, which is good. Now let's try with Sonnet, with Opus, Haiku, sorry. And then with Sonnet. And you see it translates it, but oddly enough, sometimes with Sonnet, it says translation, which I would just rather have the translation and not have it mention that. And Deepl does it well. Okay. Great. So now I want to share the Power BI. Great. So let me show you Power BI. So I have all the results here in Power BI. I'm just going to refresh my data here. We can go through the results. This is something I found very interesting. So I have all my data from all the different, I've done hundreds of queries. So I want to see, for example, if we go here and we choose Claude 3.5 Sonnet, we want to see our results. So we can see all the results. So with Sonnet, it's pretty good. You can see it's pretty much giving the translations correctly. It just, with Paris, for some reason, it trips up and it says, where is Paris? It puts the translation. I would just like the output. But other than that, it's very good. Now let's go to Haiku. Haiku is good. But as you can see here, sometimes when I say, what is my name? Instead of translating it, it says Claude, which is interesting. And I'd love to take the feedback for making other comparisons of different data. Let's see Opus. Opus is pretty good, but also it makes the same issues when you can see here, where instead of translating what is your name, it says je m'appelle Claude, which means I am Claude. My name is Claude. Let's see Deepl, which is another tool. It's an independent tool. So we can see it is also good. However, like I showed from the examples I've shown here, that sometimes it doesn't translate correctly as well. So which is even good to know and encouraging, right? We criticize AI models a lot, but even tools that are made for this are not perfect. It's important to keep that in mind. I think that AI models are not perfect, but also tools that are made for this are not perfect. As you can see here, it says hello darkness, so there it translates as obscurité, but here in fact it translates darkness as the name of a person, which doesn't really make sense. So now let's go to GPT 3.5 Turbo. So if we go to GPT 3.5 Turbo, I think it's pretty good. You see here, it always seems to translate it. Let's go to GPT 4o. It doesn't make the mistake of like in Je m'appelle Claude or I am GPT. And same thing for GPT 4o. Okay, cool. Thank you. And if you have any suggestions, comments for other features you'd like to see, let me know. And I'll try to do those comparisons. Thanks.